Hi everyone, Mark Merrill with Firm. This special edition of Firm, Fairness in Reporting Media, is in regard to the ongoing battle with Title IX in states. Now it's in our own backyard, folks, at an Augusta school board meeting. Augusta being the state capital. This is the city school board, though, aside from the state government. Doesn't mean it's any easier. But the fight by liberal school boards in America versus Title IX has now revealed its true identity politics agenda. Pretty ugly, if you ask me. And at this Augusta School Board meeting of April 9th, here's an outline of a part of that meeting between a concerned parent, an audio version that we got, a brief one, trying to express his views to the board, but it went very confrontational quite fast.
Good afternoon, Augusta School Board. I'd like to start off tonight by saying good job and thank you to the 6 members that voted to go back to the 2020 interpretation of Title IX. And shame on the 1 board member that voted no.
I'm sorry, but negative comments will not be allowed.
Most of you have heard by now that I have started a petition that Augusta concerned parents, both Republican and Democrat, are signing. This petition is asking if you, the school board members, will put up a vote to have Miss Kim.
I'm sorry, that's not going to be tolerated.
She's also a public...
No, I'm sorry, it will not be tolerated.
Okay, I won't say the name.
I'm going to ask you to step from the podium. That's the second warning I'm going to give you about making defamatory remarks about
How is that
school
defamatory
personnel.
remarks?
I know it was...
That defamatory remarks?
I don't have to explain it to you.
So you're just going to make a claim and just...
I'm not going to allow you to speak to school personnel in any way.
I'm not speaking to them. I'm speaking to you guys. I am speaking to the board. I made that clear. I said, most of you have heard, I'm asking you, the school board.
These comments will not be tolerated at the meeting directed to us or to anybody else in this room.
Is that not what we're doing here, is me making comments directly to you guys with me standing here talking?
It was involving an employee. It will not be tolerated.
Okay, I won't mention no names.
Once more, you're off the podium.
So, as most of you know, someone is the president of the Maine Principal Association.
No, close enough. I'm sorry. You're done, Mr. Blanchard. You're done, Mr. Blanchard.
What? How is
done, Mr. Blanchard?
Wow. Communist China right here.
That about say it all, ladies and gentlemen? Here's the new face of liberal, radical school board leadership. Following in the footsteps of Janet Mills, is she? Taking marching orders from her, is she? Is the entire rest of the school board that way? Here's the rest of that printout here, folks, and we've got a couple of more things that we want to go over too as well. The chairperson is Martha Witham, by the way, who you see here. And as we move on, beyond that particular confrontation with Mr. Blanchard, after she said, I don't have anything to explain it, I don't have to explain things to you, the comments will not be tolerated at the meeting directed toward us or anybody else in this room. Wow, that kind of sounds like censorship to me. When Mr. Blanchard, of course, as you heard, but we will repeat it, tried another approach referring to the board member that he was trying to remove, Ms. Linscomb, or Liscomb, abstractly, as someone who is the president of the Maine Principals Association. Another person in addition to Liscomb, but that attempt did nothing to placate Witham. Sorry you're done, Mr. Blanchard, she says. Blanchard eventually complied, but lodged one final retort on his way out. Communist China right here. You heard him. The outlet of the board further claimed that Blanchard's petition to oust Liscum, which is the school board member that voted against Title IX, the only one, had been gaining traction recently, collecting nearly 200 signatures as of April the 11th. Blanchard appears to have gathered barely 150 in actuality, but his petition to remove Liscum was started by another angry Augusta parent has crested over 1,000 signatures so far. A lot of people not too happy with liberal radicals telling the majority of the population we don't want men in women's sports. Janet Mills wants to push this to the federal and possibly even the Supreme Court, but all she's doing is kicking the can down the road, folks. In the meantime, what happens at the local level? There's going to be violence against people like Mr. Blanchard, is there? Better not be. Mr. Blanchard said he aligns himself, off the record, by the way, with other parents who take issue with the MPA allowing biological men participating in women's sports without due concerns raised by parents and students alike. Take that one. It's nasty. It's terrible. It should be nasty. It's plain and simple. Don't like the law. Gee, you know what? Then you can go somewhere else. Move out of Augusta. Move out of Maine. Go to Canada. See what that's like. See how free your speech is up there or anywhere else outside of our borders. Bringing up some additional information here, folks, on this special edition of Firm Journal. We also want to go ahead and give you additional things to look at here, or consider. Let's put it that way, to consider. The Augusta School Board, or I should say the Augusta Schools website, augustasschools.org/page/title-9-COORD-and-affirmative-action. Interesting one. Title IX and affirmative action officer is a Christina Watton, assistant superintendent also. We'll be contacting her. Follow up on this one, folks. There's also policies related to Title IX and affirmative action under the heading Title IX Coordinator and Affirmative Action Office. One says gender neutral language. Another one says harassment and sexual harassment of students. Another one says student discrimination and harassment complaint procedure. Harassment and sexual harassment of school employees. And another one lists employee discrimination and harassment complaint procedures. Bullying. Bullying report form. Bullying investigation form. Documentation of disciplinary and remedial actions taken. And lastly, under affirmative action policy, bully administrative procedures. Gee, you know what? Doesn't sound like this school board chair, Ms. Witham, knows everything that she's supposed to know. We also have a contact for the Augusta school districts all around, all the towns and schools within the city district. Lincoln Elementary, Hussey Elementary School, Gilbert Elementary School, Farrington School, Coney Middle and High School. A Michelle Werner, W-E-R-N-E-R, at augustaschools.org is a contact. You bet your boots, folks. We're going to find out exactly what the hell is going on here. But as far as the one under the gender neutral language, as we pull that one up for final information and an attachment to this program about Title IX versus Augusta School Board. The school board directs that all staff members be especially alert to and avoid the use of sexist or other discriminatory language in all communications, both oral and written. Adopted, guess when? February 2011. Who was president? Obama. Reviewed again in December of 2020. Who was president? Donald Trump. A cross-reference is listed under gender-neutral language. Non-discrimination, equal opportunity, and affirmative action program. I'm going to have to look into that one, folks. That doesn't sound very good in favor of the school board. Especially the part about affirmative action policy and bullying. 5 procedures when it comes to reporting bullying, investigating it, documenting disciplinary and remedial actions that were taken, and administrative procedures. More to come, folks, on FIRM, Fairness in Reporting Media, when it regards Title IX and any other things that are against the First Amendment in any particular way, shape, and form, but also the Second Amendment, the Fourth Amendment and Fifth Amendment, and also the 10th Amendment. When it comes to upholding American citizens, legal ones, in the court system, due process of law. I don't know if this lady understands that or not. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here on FIRM. I am your host, Mark Merrill. Check out everything on us here at fairnessinreportingmedia@gmail.com, right at the bottom here, for emails and your ideas and suggestions that we should probably think about. And you can find our podcasts at the very top there on rumble.com/fairnessmedia1, rumble.com/fairnessmedia1. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and pray for our local schools, our state, and state of mind.